My job was at the BKA. I was in a technical support unit. I supported the police officers doing a review of new techniques that were on the market or about to being developed.
You contact Brueckner's lawyer. Can you tell me why you do this?
Yes. When I read in the newspaper that it was speculated that there are things that he didn't put around this environment, I thought, oh, this could have been done to Brueckner by my colleagues. Also, I was not quite sure that it was the same case that I was working in where a person was surveyed that shouldn't have been surveyed with the techniques we were using. To protect the human rights of the persecuted persons.
What does Brueckner's lawyer do when he gets this email?
He asked me how he can contact me, and then he called me, and I also got his WhatsApp.
So you paid Christian Brueckner's outstanding court fine?
That was a mistake, and that was I didn't want to pay for what I know was the reason for this fee he had to pay.
What did you think you were paying the court fine for?
I was thinking it was about insults that he spoke to the state staff. That he was, yeah. I read in a newspaper that he had to pay a fee because he said things that I considered to be true from what I knew from my investigations, and which was considered as an insult by the judges, which he had to pay for.
What do you believe he said that you thought was true?
Pardon?
What do you think Brueckner said that you believe was
true? There were two things that was spoken about in newspapers. One was it was referring to state staff as being unknown of the real happenings. Wie sagt man die Vorgänge? Ahnungslos. Was heißt ahnungslos?
You have no idea what is going on.
You have no idea what is going on, and I thought it was true. And that she was used, because I thought she was used by the BKA as if she had known what had happened to Brueckner, that his human rights were violated, then she would have reacted different to him. And also the other thing I read in the newspaper was Folterknecht, which is torturing helper. The things that the colleagues did to me by violating my human rights and my privacy is what I would consider torture.
And you knew when you paid that fine that Brueckner would walk through September instead of January?
If the information wasn't disclosed from the BKA, which I also thought that's the other reason why I paid the fee. Didn't only feel responsible for the torture they inflicted on him, but also because I thought that it might help my supervisors. It would put pressure on my supervisors, because if they would let Brueckner free and knew that he was guilty, then and he could get free and could flee because it was talked in the newspaper about him trying to get off of Germany and to take off to another country where he could disappear. My supervisors wouldn't do this. They would rather persecute my colleagues for their wrongdoings than letting Brueckner free.
So you thought by paying the fine, you could create a situation where Brueckner would be charged and the truth of what's happened at the BKA would come out.
Right.
So you wanted to get back at them.
I want them to stop.
You wanted the truth.
I want the truth, and I want them to stop doing these things.
But actually, you've learned the fine you paid was for something
which he deserved.
Completely
deserved.
What was the fine you ended up paying?
1,400 something.
And what was that fine for?
That was for what I thought was an insult that he had done, being correct. And as I noticed later, it was for something completely different, for some violence he inflicted on people and for drug dealing. And of course he should pay for it.
So do you regret paying that fine?
I regret paying the money, and I contacted Mr. Fischer and said, I didn't know it was for this case.
He'd helped you pay the fine?
He helped me pay the fine. He said, he told me the Aktenzeichen,
the case file.
The case file. I had to send the money to, but it's just an abstract number. It could have been because of an insult.
He didn't sit down and say, do you know what you're paying?
No, he just said, it's not much to pay, it's just 1,444 euros.
He said it's not much?
Yes.
So Brueckner is going to pay you back?
Yes. And also, I don't know, I didn't believe him, but that was not the reason I paid it. And also he said it would put pressure on the BKA to disclose the files, to disclose what they have done, to whatever they have done. We don't know what they have done. They said they wanted to do something and we don't know what it is.
Do you feel used by Brueckner's lawyer?
Yes. I think he made the comments to the media that were pretending that the fee was just for this insult. And Brueckner knew that I felt guilty because what I had done to Brueckner, that I didn't speak up before, and that I knew injustice was done to him, however small it was. I could have stopped before, just in 2020 already.
Do you regret paying this fine?
Yes, and that's what I wrote to Wolters, the prosecutor. I said, you have to check everything you can to make sure that there's no possibility to take the money back.
How do you feel about the prospect that you paying that fine means this man will walk free in September? This incredibly dangerous criminal.
Awful. I hope somebody will do something against it.
How do you feel about the fact that Brueckner will walk free in September?
I hope he won't.
But he looks like he will. And those 3 months, he could have stayed in prison, and that could have given police time to find something else. Or maybe they have this evidence, but it gives them time to use it without damaging themselves in January.
Well, I hope somebody of my colleagues will speak up and talk about the wrongdoings of my colleagues, so the truth can come out.
Do you wish you could take this fine back?
Yes, I tried to ask Wolters if it's possible. I today got a letter that it's not possible.
Do you think this man is capable of taking Madeleine McCann?
I don't know. I don't know anything about this man. Everything I know is what I read in the newspaper.
But he's capable of raping a woman.
I even don't know that.
Well, he's in jail for it.
Okay, yeah, of course.
He's capable of
For the first, yeah.
He's capable of attacking a child.
Yes, of course, that's a possibility, and I don't want.
He's been convicted of that.
Yes, yes, and it's a possibility that he could continue, right? But I don't know it. I haven't seen the evidence.
And was this the situation you wanted?
No, definitely not.
Would you describe it as an honest mistake?
That's an honest mistake, yes. And I hope somebody will fix it by disclosing evidence that will put Brueckner in, keep him in jail if he...
But to be clear, when that happens, that will be to your benefit.
That would be to my favor?
To your benefit.
Yes, it would also be to my benefit. And it would be to the benefit of society.
When Christian Brueckner is released, if he offers to pay you back, will you accept the money?
No.
If he offers to meet you, will you meet him?
No. If evidence shows that he is completely innocent of everything, which probably won't happen, then I would take it back. But this won't happen.
If Madeleine McCann's parents said to you, "Why did you do this?" what would you say?
To help find out the truth.
Do you think it will help them find out the truth?
I don't know. I don't know who murdered Maddie McCann, if she was murdered. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know if she were. They were in the newspapers. They spoke maybe about maybe she drank because she left the room and went to the swimming pool, or she was driven over by a car. It won't help them if they convicted Brueckner if he wasn't the person responsible for it. Maybe even Brueckner found Maddie McCann in the bathtub drowning and was trying to help her. It could be anything if we don't know, if we don't look at the evidence. I read about people being wrongly persecuted and later was proven that they had nothing to do with it. And I don't know.
But when you paid the fine, you were clear he was a convicted violent rapist and child abuser.
Well, Fischer, of course, told me that he denies everything, and it was maybe wrong.
Do you believe Fischer?
No, but I don't know anything about what happened in the past. I just know what my colleagues did.
But also we have to remember, are you in a situation where you feel like you have anywhere to turn right
No,
now?
I went to the police, I went to the BKA. They didn't talk to me.
You're a normal person, you're a normal mum. Did you feel like you had any other options here?
No. I didn't.
You regret paying this fine and you could take it back, you would take it back?
Yes, because it was wrong, because he deserved. Nobody ever thought that it might be not a deserved fee he had to pay.